Explain something to you about Yaldabaoth. Y'all all right? Because you got to get this. Because what he did was, let me get a glossary here. So now what they do now, they put out the books now, but they parallel it with them. They parallel them with Christian things and saying that they went hand in hand, and one was an extension of the other. That's a lie. That's a lie. Let me explain. Yaldabaoth is the origins of the name is uncertain. One of the most common names of Gnostic mythology. Yaldabaoth is a god who rules the material world. Who rules the material world. So, Yaldabaoth not only was ruling the material world, but how he kept throwing us off. He said, well, listen, in order for me to get these particular gods to keep them going within, I have to create passions. So he created what you call beauty. And in beauty, all the creation of jewelry, all the creation of things, material things that keep you from going. You see, before then, we used to understand that we were gods, and we were just like any other thing on the earth. We could sustain ourselves and go to the highest level of spirituality because we understood that we were gods, or the knowledge of self. So what he did to throw us off, they created all kinds of material things. And so that's why you didn't see as much material things in the ancient world. They didn't need those things because they were on a higher vibration. Now what he did was, after Yaldabaoth's last thing was when he got the Romans and started killing people, Yaldabaoth knew hell. He said, I got these white people who would control the earth now, because the black people used to control the earth, but they were spiritual beings. But the white people who can control the earth now, I can directly send my evil archons. So each one of these 7 planetary archons, they created other spirits, counterfeit spirits. And those are the ones that's inside of this particular beast. So as a result of them being in this particular beast, they can control the world. And basically, what does he do? The white man controls the world by making the material beautiful. He's 100% materialistic. So as a result, for the last 1,000 years, well, we can't say 1,000 years because Greece and Rome was built by black people and it was all spiritual purposes. But let's say from down Europe on up, so we'll basically say that his height of his beauty, we could say the last 700-800 years. And this is the magnitude of it, America, which is the home of commercialism. The white man's goal is to create beautiful and create a system that would make the earth look like heaven to trap you in it. That's why now we can't think of one thing, getting more riches. What I'm saying is, we talk about the bare necessities. So he created beauty and passions to control people. You understand what I'm saying? But he's arrogant. He's so arrogant and so now, when he created the white man, in actuality, the white man, you say, well, how does this God function? You just look at the white man and see how the white man functions, and you can understand how this God functions. He's a jealous God. He's a vengeful and a wrath and brimstone, a killer God. You understand what I'm saying? And everything that functions, that holds this society. So when the white man writes on his dollar bill, "In God we trust," he's talking about his God. He actually has a real God. Now, this is this. Now, we got to stop for a minute because I want you to think about what I'm saying here. This God came in and this God created. He took all around the world. He took what is called the esoteric scriptures that's saying that you are God and you belong to the host of heavens or the host of stars of heaven, and we are all one. And which scriptures, and he took the same scripture. Now what he would do is he would take the same scriptures and he would take the same scriptures and he would take the esoteric scriptures and make them exoteric where you worship him. In the Gnostic scriptures, the real scriptures, they say that this God made a covenant with Abraham, this God Yahweh. And he made a covenant with Abraham and promised this little group or whatever that he would save them he would save them and everybody else would go to hell or whatever type thing, if they can somehow make the scriptures as if they gotta abide by laws, obey laws and all this particular stuff. You understand what I'm saying? To hold us down and hold us down within humanity.